I knew something was wrong the moment I stepped inside the doorway. Not because the lights were off, not because the house felt colder than usual, but because the air had a kind of silence. The kind that feels engineered, not accidental. The kind you walk into when someone has already made a decision about you. I stood there, keys still in my hand, breathing in the emptiness. It tasted metallic, like the moment before a wound opens. My phone buzzed once, a single notification. Not a message, not a call, just the bank app flashing a number, 00. I didn't panic. Panic is loud, sloppy, emotional. I've spent my whole life avoiding it. I just stared at the screen and let my mind rearrange itself, piece by calculated piece. He was gone. The house was hollow, and every dollar we ever saved had vanished with him. Exactly one day after I told him, quietly and without apology, that I would be seeing another man for a while. That I still wanted my marriage. That I still wanted us. But I also wanted something outside of us. He didn't scream. He didn't argue. He didn't beg. He just blinked. Slowly, like a man rearranging his entire future in real time. And now, here I was. An empty house, an empty account, and a silence thick enough to bruise. I sat down on the floor, cold tiles, colder truth. This wasn't about love. It was about ego, his and mine. Because the moment he left, the moment he stole everything on his way out, I realized something he never understood. I don't collapse. I calculate. And this time, I would calculate him. Looking back, the signs were so quiet they barely made a sound. The hesitations, the way he watched my phone when he thought I wasn't looking. The questions he never asked out loud but carried in his eyes like weapons he was too afraid to use. Our marriage hadn't been dying. It had been rotting, slowly, invisibly, behind closed doors neither of us opened. I told him the truth about seeing someone else, not to hurt him, but because lies make me itch under my skin. Honesty is clean, even when it cuts. But I saw the flicker in his gaze when I said it, a kind of cracking, a quiet implosion. He smiled that night, a small, trembling curve of his lips that tried to hide how shattered he was. I should have known that smile wasn't acceptance. It was withdrawal. It was retreat. It was the moment a man decides to become a stranger. The next morning, when I woke up and found his side of the bed cold, I assumed he'd gone for a walk. He loved walking before dawn, said it made him feel like he was outrunning the world. Funny, he ran, but not fast enough. Because people don't disappear cleanly, not even when they think they do. A missing toothbrush, an empty drawer, bank accounts drained in one precise sweep, a passport gone from the safe. He left with everything but his digital footprint. Men forget that their panic always leaves fingerprints. I moved quietly, methodically, through every account, every login, every trace he thought he erased. And I found the trail. Short, sloppy, driven by emotion instead of intelligence. He booked a ticket. He transferred money into an old account he thought I never knew about. He deleted messages that were already backed up to a cloud he didn't realize synced automatically. I didn't call him, didn't chase him, didn't beg for answers. Begging is for people who believe they lost something. I didn't lose him, I uncovered him. When I finally reached him, days later, through a quiet message he didn't expect, I didn't ask why. I sent him one sentence. You disappeared exactly the way I hoped you would. His reply came within minutes, panicked, broken, rambling. He thought I'd be devastated. He thought I'd crumble. He didn't understand the simplest truth. The moment he ran, I was free. He had saved me the trouble of walking away myself. He had exposed himself completely. He had revealed the cowardice he spent years hiding beneath affection. He didn't steal my money. He paid me to be rid of him. My revenge was simple: silence. No threats, no demands, no legal chase. Just the cold absence he'd spent years fearing. I blocked him everywhere, effortless, clinical. And just like that, his world collapsed into the one thing he couldn't survive: irrelevance. People think heartbreak is loud. It isn't. It's quiet, precise, like a door clicking shut. Tonight, I sleep alone. The house is still empty, but the silence no longer tastes metallic. It tastes like freedom. He ran because he feared losing control. He never realized I had already taken it back. And the final truth, the one he will live with alone, is simple. I didn't need another man. I just needed him to show me who he really was. He did, and that was the moment I stopped loving him. Completely. Finally. Quietly.